Hello and welcome back to Premier League Game Week number 6. Yes.
Liverpool are the champions for their people, with their people. Declan Rice, oh, it's a ripper. Marvellous, oh, that's magnificent.
The young guns of Chelsea claim the Champions League prize.
Newcastle will be playing Champions League football again. Now, 20 times the champions of England, Liverpool.
We are 6 games in to what is a very interesting Premier League prediction series and season so far in all of the Premier League. Right, no further ado, let's get into Game Week number 6 of the Premier League. Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan 10 at checkout. Peace. Now, we have got a brand new guest. His name is Mr. Ollie Lewis. Hello, Ollie, and welcome back to the channel. Without any further ado, let's see what happens in the first game, which is Brentford versus Manchester United. My God, our second win of the Premier League season. Well, against Chelsea, thanks to Robert Sanchez red card in the first 5 minutes of the game, and then Casemiro gets sent off as well. Stupid man. I think in this game though we'll confidently beat Brentford by 2-1. We have the squad depth. We are out a few key players, i.e. Casemiro obviously, Ahmad, Mazraoui and Martinez still. But yeah, we should have enough to get up. Hopefully Lammers will play it. Hopefully Sen Lammers will play in this game. And Mr. Ollie Lewis, what are you saying in this game?
Yes, guys, I am back on Dan's channel. How you doing, guys? Dan, it's always a pleasure to have me back on your channel. Love doing these. I can find the time to. So let's just get straight into it, really. The first game is Brentford versus Man United, 12:30 kickoff. Man U have just scraped their first win. So it's going to be exciting to see if they can continue this form. I don't think they will. Unfortunately, they're away to Brentford. Brentford aren't a bad team. So for that reason, I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 to Brentford win.
And now we go to Chelsea versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton have struggled defensively, but at home, Chelsea should control it. Palmer potentially ended again. Sanchez is obviously the man, so Philip Jorgensen will play in their goal. And Brighton last weekend played against Tottenham Hotspur, and they lost. But I think Chelsea will win it by 2-0. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game, man?
Now we start off with the 3 o'clock games. We have Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea just had Sanchez sent off for that horrendous challenge on Mbeumo. And Brighton, yeah, they're not too bad. They're on a pretty consistent form run. Nothing really to speak about them. But I do think Chelsea are going to nick it. They have the squad depth. They have the capacity. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea on that one.
Now we move to Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Now Liverpool are going to be without Hugo Ekitike because he got himself sent off in the EFL Cup playing. So thankfully they have Alexander Isak who can lead the line. Palace are tough to break down, but Liverpool should have the attacking power, which should be enough for a 2-1 victory to the Reds. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Next we have Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Palace are undefeated in their last 11 games. Liverpool are looking to maintain their form. They seem to be scoring late goals lately. I really think this is going to be a 2-2 draw. If I'm going to be brutally honest, it has 2-2 written all over it.
We now go to Leeds versus AFC Bournemouth. Both sides capable on their day. It's going to be a very tight fixture. Leeds played against Wolves in that, what I described as a relegation disappointer, and won the relegation disappointer by 3 goals to 1. The winner Calvert-Lewin scoring his first Everton, scoring his first Leeds goal in any competition, and Bournemouth playing out against Newcastle where they drew a measly 0-0 ball draw, which they say the ball was a ball score draw. I'm going to go. They won another ball draw of 1-0 draw between these two teams. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game? We now go.
Next, we have Leeds versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth are going to be the better squad out of this one. Leeds, I don't really see doing much in this game. They do have the home advantage. But Bournemouth have some really standout players this season. So for that, I'm going to just go 1-0 Bournemouth. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I do think Bournemouth will just edge it at the end.
So, to Man City versus Burnley. Now, Kyle Walker returns back to Manchester City after Pep Guardiola axed him from the team. I mean, Man City are heavy favourites, especially against Burnley. Is there much to think about Man City? Playing in all competitions, beating the likes of conceding late against Arsenal on the weekend to draw 1-1 against Arsenal. I'm going to say in this game, it'll be a 3-0 win to Man City in this game. I think it'll be a very easy game for Man City. I mean, and now Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Next we have City versus Burnley. Need I say any more? This is going to be an absolute pummeling. I'm going to go 4-1 City. City do have the squad depth. Haaland scoring again. They do have some injuries with Aït-Nouri and Marmoush and other key players like that. But they just have the squad depth. They have the capacity, and they're at home. 4-1. No, 4-0. 4-0. Sorry, 4-0.
We now go to Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland. Now, Forest should leverage the home run to Sunderland, though a tough to strain. Sunderland, right, have been my surprise package this season. I have really thought they'd be struggling this season to get anywhere, but they're not. They're scoring goals, they're winning games, they're defending really well. They could be. They have the potential to stay up. Like, yes, I know we're only 6 games into the bloody Premier League, but still, Sunderland have a chance of staying in this season's Premier League. And I think they'll push Forest to tightly 2-1 Forest. I mean, it could go any way, though, that game. Sunderland have the advantage. Sunderland have the players to play it well. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Next we have a 5:30 kickoff. It will be Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland. Both teams aren't doing horrendously. Sunderland did get a red card. Unfortunately, he wasn't my fantasy team. Forest, you have the likes of Chris Wood. This is going to be a tight one. I'm going to call it at 2-1 to Forest here, just because I feel like that they have the extra oomph to get them past where they need to go.
We now go to Tottenham Hotspur. This is Wolverhampton Wanderers. The late game on Saturday at 8 o'clock. Spurs in form. Well, Spurs form and home crowd could give them the edge. Wolves are inconsistent. Victor Pereira signed a new deal on the eve of the Leeds game and lost by 3-1. He's probably going to lose this game again today. Well, on Saturday. And I think they'll lose it like 2-1. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Next game will be the 8 o'clock game. Tottenham versus Wolves. In my personal opinion, Tottenham are going to win this. Wolves have started to claw back. you know, they had that tight game last week, but I'm not really feeling it. Tottenham do have their capacity, and I think it is going to be 3-0 to Tottenham on that one. Mark my words, Josh, you're going to be a very happy man.
Now we go to Aston Villa versus Fulham. Aston Villa are in need of a big boost, scoring 1 goal all season long, which came in the last game against Sunderland thanks to Matty Cash winning in the Europa League against when was it last Thursday night. So I think that Fulham may struggle, but I mean, if Fulham can play, if they can play against Fulham, don't consider absolutely fine. I'm gonna say Villa to win it 2-0 and get their first win of the Premier League season. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Then we have the Sunday games. So we have Villa versus Fulham. Fulham came back, or tried to have a little comeback. They were ahead last week for a little bit, and then they kind of sacked it off. Villa are not a team to really be impressed by. Dare I say this is going to be a 0-0 draw. I'm not liking either team on this lineup.
We now go to Arsenal versus Newcastle. Newcastle look shaky. Still, they haven't got that team clicking just yet. Newcastle are still finding ways to get this team into one team, but I think that Arsenal may eke out an advantage. Not Madueke is another to add to their injury list for months and months and months. At least 4 months are injured. I mean, Arsenal, you get this problem every single season with injuries, and that's why you don't win league titles or any title at all, Arsenal. 2-1 win, they'll eke it out. Away win, 2-1 to the Arsenal. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
Then we have a 4:30 kickoff between Newcastle and Arsenal. This is a big one. Arsenal obviously trying to push for the top spot. Newcastle don't really know how to say no within a game. They're always pushing. So I think this is going to be a really, really, really good game. And I'm going to throw out a weird one here. I'm going to say 3-2 Arsenal. Mark my words. Just mark my words, okay?
Now go to the last game, which is Everton versus West Ham United. Injuries, suspensions affecting both teams. Yes, that is correct. This could be a very pausable game, like a stop-start, very cagey. I mean, to be fair, it's 2 fucking good teams. West Ham 1, Everton 1. And Ollie, what are you saying in this game?
And then finally, last game of the game week, it'll be on Monday night kickoff, 8 o'clock. It'll be Everton West Ham. West Ham are really butchering their season so far. I'm not liking the way they play at all. I've taken all of their team members out of my fantasy. Everton, you know, Jack Grealish just won Player of the Month. I do have a feeling that, you know, Grealish is on his little redemption arc. They've got the new stadium. They've got the fan base behind them. They are at home. I'm going to say 2-0. 2-0 Everton, because West Ham just don't know how to defend a goal, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, no, that is it for my prediction video. Dan, always a pleasure to have me back in your channel. And yeah, hopefully I score highly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring game week number 6 to an end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on Monday for round number 2 of the Champions League phase. Until then, goodbye. What will happen in game week number 6? Will Liverpool stay 5 points clear? What will happen? Find all that out in game week 7 with Josh, because I've announced it. Yes, Josh Cohen is on game week 7. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you lot for game week 7. But I'll see you lot on Monday for Champions League Phase League 2. Let's go.